Welcome back, my little recusants, to another episode of our Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age 100% guide. We have literally just finished a bunch of hunts, and there are more hunts to come, you know. We are loving this goal. We are loving just getting all these different bits of loot, these different bits of lore, and just filling up our bestiary with all these baddies, you know. We are looking for the guy to give us the Mind Flayer one, I believe. And I love how they're like, listen, you don't want to go mess around with the things in the Zertian caverns. They are strong. Like, do not stumble into their unawares. And we're like, girl, we know. But we've been there. We fought the baddie. But yes, will you truly come and slay the Mind Flayer? Then quickly go to the Hen Mines. My friend has been gone within and does not return. If you know not a Mind Flayer, our warriors would go, yet for some reason it has not been slain. The Mind Flayer is fond of mist and is drawn to those entities that possess magical power, where the mist is densest. What that's basically telling you is, you have to go there with party members that have high MP, but as well as that, high MP that is fairly full. If any of your characters have like 0 to little to no MP, then that is not the vibe. You will not summon the Mind Flayer. But we do have our two girlies, our two girl mages with up to like 400 MP, and Penelo is basically not going to be using up her MP much at all. And Ash is actually only using like 4 MP per Fira because she's just a badass like that. And I'm at the stage now where I'm like, yes, who else gets the embroidered tippet? Hang on. We need to get our girls leveled up. And sure, Fran. Yeah, this is when I finally copped, like, actually Fran could 100% just be a really good white mage for this eventual Hen Mines leveling up to level 99 situation or level 70 situation. I could really use a good healer that isn't Penelo, that can just be throwing out curas at good potency. And basically it's showing us that it was back where we fought the big baddie. So we just have to once again go in, click the switchboard, have a change. We fight the Flans. And as you can see, Ash takes no prisoners. She's like, no. All these things are going to die. Super quick, super simple. Look, like 6,000 damage, guys. Where would you be getting it, you know? But what I did make a mistake on is that we actually didn't need to change it. I just really wanted to fight the Flans. I just enjoy it. I enjoy fighting the Flans, you know? But we do have to go the original way we went before. And then go deeper into the actual ore itself. And you see, what I have to remind you guys as well. Oh, we got a trophy. Got tons of clan points. I think we get clan points from like literally basically everything we do in the game, but like gaining levels I think also gets us clan points, so that's good. But you might recall, guys, Ash has an ability, Headsman, so when she actually takes out an enemy she regains MP, and when she deals damage to an enemy she regains MP. So the fact that she's then casting, let's say, a 12 MP spell, she is basically throwing one spell, hitting multiple enemies, and in cases defeating the enemies. So she's dealt damage to multiple enemies and then defeated multiple enemies. So she is basically near max MP the whole time. And like, watch this, 464, and then she casted a spell and it was up to 6-8. Like, she gained MP rather than spending it. And just ahead there, we can see the Mind Flayer, and I get really like ahead of myself. I think to myself, actually, let's dispel the baddie. He clearly has shell. We don't like that. And then I'm like, actually, let's just do our mist combos. Let's do like a level 3 Pyroclasm. Let's go crazy. And it really was crazy. I don't know why I'm doing this. It was not needed. Well, listen, I'm going to work on a different concurrence. So I think if you can get like one level 3, one level 2, one level 1 or something, like, you know, there's all different combos that give you different, what's the wording? Give you different concurrences. So here's Pinello, just doing magical dancing. We love that for her. Ash just having light. Slay. What's really annoying is when you end up with no potential mists. So now I know that I've literally recharged 3. I got mischarged, that gave Vaughn 3 more. I've used his 2-1, and then he had 1 left over, which let me use his red spiral straight away in the combo. But I know the other 2 girls are spent. So I need to get the other girls with a mischarge, which I don't. And so even though we had 3 characters with way more missed concurrences, or mischarges I should say, we got a much weaker concurrence because we only got a 5-hit combo. And because of that, it does like nearly 9,000 damage, but like also a few attacks from Ash would have done the same. But he's currently messing around with time magic, so I'm like, let's try our best to disable maybe? Or do I just regen? And unfortunately, we got hit with stop. If I had both here out, and this is where like the remedy lores and like the support classes of Archer and Mechanist become important, because it's like, oh well, actually your remedies just heal so much and can do so many different things. Because Ash's remedy didn't cure stop, because she has no remedy lores. But luckily we're kind of having caster v caster, and now he's after fully healing, and now he's putting in buffs. So we're like, Pinello, deal with that, girlfriend. Gotten bravery and faith. We're gonna just break that down. And now he's casting like drain spells and like trying to siphon HP, but we have a healer, and like Ash is good magic defense, but he is good magic defense, and now he's inverting, so he's basically changing our max HP to our MP stat. So it's taking us from 3000 HP to like 200. But again, Pinello is just like, oh, someone is low on HP, let's do a Cura. So even when they're like inverting, they're sapping, they're just doing so many different spells that our white mage does not give a toss about. And it's just like, yeah, we're just going to keep attacking, I'm going to keep healing, and my black mage is just going to keep peppering him with spells. It's going to be absolutely crazy. And then eventually we take down the Mind Flayer. It's then just the case that we run back out of the hen mines and back to Jahara. What's interesting is, once we've done these 2 different hunts, he basically alludes to the fact that we can talk to the Geomancer, and he really wants to speak to us, and this does unlock a really important thing later. But the issue is, when we go to talk to him, and it'll become very evident, when we go to talk to the Geomancer, he'll say that you're still too weak for the task I have for you. I was going to ask you to completely cleanse the hen mines of the evil that's there, but you don't have the strength of character or the protections needed for me to send you on such a journey. You basically need the power of those ancient beings. So essentially we need to collect a bunch of Espers. We need to collect the summons. Now an awful lot of these summons, they are part of the story, a few of them. The vast majority of them are optional extra bosses that we will fight, because ultimately we know that we're going to have to fight them all, because we need to basically be in every single area of the game and complete the maps of every area in the game. And that means we're probably going to have to go to hidden places and hidden dungeons and hidden areas that are going to be full of espers. But those fights can be tricky, and we will need really good equipment for that. And this is where next episode you'll notice that I basically start stealing an awful lot, because I realize I've completely not been stealing at all, and it's quite bad that I haven't been, because I've just been completely sleeping on good equipment that I could have been having for my party this whole time, or at the very least rare ingredients and loot that I could have been selling to get tons of money. But basically, guys, we're going to go talk to, well, we can talk to the cartographer. He can at least let us buy the maps so we can know all the areas we need to fill in. But if we talk to this guy over here, beside the merchant, and like between the merchant and the Moogle, he basically says that he wants us to go attack this evil Korul that comes to bring those that are pilgrimaging to this holy place and like felling them. So it was seen in the mountains to the north towards the Still Shrine of Miriam. So basically, guys, you're going to want to go to the Still Shrine of Miriam you can either teleport straight to the Still Shrine of Miriam and go backwards, or you can just run to save your teleport stones. You can just run fleeing, and once you get to the save crystal that's midway between Mount Baromas Ace and the Still Shrine, we'll catch up with you once we get there. But yeah, we're going to just have to quickly go along and sell all of our loot. We've gotten so much at this point, just from traipsing across all the different areas. The Aster Sand, there's lots, like there's too much. But if there's anything we can learn from, you know, getting loot and money, is that once you get to the next tier of weapons and armors, it's like you're going to need at least 100k to outfit your whole team properly. Like, and that's maybe getting them like a new sword each or a new staff each, you know. It's a lot. It's an absolute lot. New bazaar goods. We got tons of stuff now. So just buy everything, because even if you have a copy of them or like you've done them before, it's like, why not just get a bunch of extra high potions, you know? And then I'm like, let's just make sure I have one of each of these different accessories, so I at least have the option. And let's just buy out a bunch of remedies, and then I had no other spells. But yeah, now it's time to wait till we get to the save crystal area towards the Still Shrine. Yeah, just south, and then just beside the save crystal on the way to the Still Shrine. So we will catch up once we get there. Now, I don't know if I just did this wrong, but what I did was I actually ran down the mountain. I took care of all the enemies, and then coming up from the Still Shrine area, back the way, it spawned. So just take out everything, run south, and then run back up again. Avoid the traps, please. You have Libra Vaughn, come on. And here we go. An evil coral that once again is being healed by wind magic. I don't know why everything in this freaking game gets healed by wind magic, but so be it. Being on a petrify counter is not really the vibe, but we can just keep on attacking. With enough persistence, we can keep it going. And for whatever reason, because the enemy died while Penella was casting Stona, it did not take effect because the title card went over Vaughn. So he's still stoned. I'm like, oh god, Penella, please. My skin is hardening and calcifying, please. Anyway, I'll save you the long walk back. But where we're walking to isn't Mount Baromeses. We're gonna run straight across through the Golemore jungle and back to the Vieira village, or the Irud village within the Golemore jungle, because we've another hunt there. So if we journey through, we can find a young Vieira, named Vieira, sitting by a wall. There she is. Nira, have you come to help me slay the Vorpal Bunny? It is a black dream hair that only appears once every 7 years. The tail of this hair is a component vital for vision dust and incense to fill the mind of those who breathe in with illusion. The Vieira salve makers, the preparation of this vision dust is a rite of passage, one that Alja has yet to fulfill. Ever she remains an apprentice. Experience and skill she has with the Vorpal Bunny eludes her. She is too quick. But for her lame leg, Alja would have been a salve maker. She would chasten me for looking for aid, and the tempting of the woodwalkers and the slave makers of late leaves me little choice. Salve makers, sorry. Turn to you I must, but speak to no one, as I don't want anyone to guess my involvement. But basically, there's a girl, she's an apprentice, and to pass her apprenticeship she needs to make this tonic or vision powder, and to make the vision powder she needs to kill a Vorpal Bunny. The Vorpal Bunny has spawned, but it is very, very quick, and because the other Vieira has an injured leg, she is not able to capture it, and we will need to go find the Vorpal Bunny in the Golemore jungle, and where it is, we can see it's basically to the south near the Feywood, and, you know, there it will be, so just continue south and get to this area. But what I would suggest first is actually going around every other area bar the center middle bit and taking out all the enemies, because like she said, the rubber bunny eludes people and people need to chase after it. So what you don't want the bunny to be doing is to be running you through all these different packs of enemies, and then all the enemies are like these hellhounds literally chasing after you, chasing you down because you're trying to focus on the Vorpal Bunny, and the Vorpal Bunny is giving buffs to all these other monsters and they get to rip you to shreds. It's not the vibe. At least Fran now with some extra white magic can do some good. Okay, Pinello does 2,000, Fran does 600, but like, listen Fran, every little helps. It is helpful. We will not look a gift horse or a gift bit of healing in the mouth. Pinello's also 39, so Pinello is slightly stronger than you, Fran, so, you know, hold your head up high. You're doing much better damage with that bow, so you know there's that too. But once you circle back into the center, the Vorpal Bunny should appear. Here it is, and you can see the big red icon on the map, and like that it will just run everywhere. And so once we can go into the manual pause and we can dispel it, but you will be chasing it all around the Golem jungle and it will get very, very annoying. So when you can't just manually lock onto it, you just have to basically chase it down using the mini-map and looking for the big red icon. If the big red icon disappears, it's because it's literally lost your trail and it's gone into hiding. So you will just have to literally run to where you last remember seeing it, and hopefully it'll reappear. Very, very frustrating, but you might as well take out other enemies as you can, because there's no point in chasing when all you're going to be doing is having a trail of enemies follow you in a conga line. But now that we've basically gotten rid of an awful lot of stuff, we can just focus everybody else down into attacking the Vorpal Bunny. And if we can get Dispel off, that'd be also great, because it is literally casting Protect and all sorts on itself, and if it has to stop to reapply these buffs, great. We can't immobilize it, unfortunately. I had a thought of like, oh, it would be funny if you could just make it not be able to move, but it is immune to mobilize. That would make sense. If a green spell could make it stop running, I'm sure the Vieira would have thought to use that as well. And then I don't know what happened. I just got drawn in. I'm like, no, please, no. Fran, stop! Oh god. It's never one thing but another thing, you know? But yeah, try not to get distracted by all the other enemies like I am, and just stay focused on the Vorpal Bunny. I think we've basically killed everything in this whole entire zone at this point. So there's just the Vorpal Bunny left. And whenever it despawns, it reapplies all these buffs, so just dispel it again. And then I realised, actually, I think Vaughn, yeah, just attack the party leader's target. That's what made him veer off. Come on, guys. Chase it down. Don't let it... If I had both here as well, at least that'd be two ranged characters. Just keep attacking. Don't give up. Chase it down. Run, guys, run! Yeah, if you can send your melee guys up, and then they'll kind of whoosh it back towards your ranged character. But yeah, it is just such an annoying chasing game. But so long as you... No, don't let it get too far away, it'll despawn. But it'll eventually get to a low hit point state where it'll just start to try and attack its way to freedom. But we did it! The The Vorpal Bunny is vanquished. And now we can return to the Vieira village and give back the rabbit's tail. And we've helped a young woman, a young Vieira, go from apprentice to master. That's quite good. And while we're at it, let's just grab a few more licenses, shall we? We're getting swiftness. Baltier is a slightly bit more faster. And now we can hopefully get him some more of those lovely limit attacks. And now with Fran, I'm like, oh my god, there's so many magic lures. Give me the magic lures. How do I get them? I want them, please. And now we're over to Bosch. What can he get? Oh, do I get Kiraga and Asuna and all that for him? If I give him the Matthias Esper? Shell Shield is epic though. Shell Shield is great. Oh, we're getting so much magic lore for Ash. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The ribbon is also deadly. Like, oh my god. Such a nice status there. And we're just getting battle lures and HP. Like, why not? More magic lures. As if Penelo wasn't already absolutely stacked. Healing wise, you know? But yeah, we can put the shell shield on Bosch, and now he has, with his shielded armor and stuff, he now has like auto shell, auto protect. It's all really good. Let's make a quick save. And then that's pretty much going to be our episode. Basically, we learned that Nira was kind of the reason why she had to become a salve maker. And she was feeling really guilty that like she kind of ruined her life, but Nira's like, or the other girl, Alja, it's basically like, listen, I'm happy with the life that I chose, and she was appreciative, you know? But basically, guys, that's another hunt done. Got another reward, which is nice. I've been the RPG Recusant. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this latest episode of Final Fantasy XII. We're going to have more hunts again next episode. But yeah, it's going to be great though. We're really progressing further and, you know, showing that our slight overlevels are useful. Because could you imagine fighting some of these enemies with like lower stats? No thank you. But anyway, I hope you have a continued wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon or evening, depending on when you decided to tune in and watch my episodes today. Leave a like, leave a comment, boost the hype. Talk to you next time. Have a good one.